Hey, what's up, John? Excuse me. Oh, mute. There we go. Can you hear me all right? So does it sound good? Hey, what's up, other John? Thanks for the good luck, guys. What's up, Victor? What's up, Josh? Appreciate the good luck. Awesome. All right, so we'll do a couple of pro qualifying rounds, and hopefully continue to, I guess, either tweak the guide or confirm the guide. I'm not entirely certain how each hole is stacking up, so we'll find out today. What's up, Mikey? Thanks for the good luck, man. Hopefully it goes well, and then obviously, make sure we qualify. But I'm not entirely concerned about that, although maybe sometimes I should be. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. But first hole right now, I'm still kind of working with Thor drive and then Endbringer approach, and both my accounts are Endbringer 4. I tried to take a little bit of topspin off the drive yesterday to see if I could come in a little bit shorter for like a min-ish short iron. But I still got like it's got that fairway's got a good little slope to it. So I put like 3 topspin on it because I've been using 5 and I'm going to use 5 this time. But I put 3 topspin on it thinking it'll come in shorter, and it still caught the slope and rolled down and actually kind of caught a worse portion of the fairway, I guess, and rolled right into the rough. So I don't know. It's still a work in progress. If I can get it in the fairway though with my original drive, which is what I'm gonna do, then that'll leave me with a max-ish wedge shot. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. How's everybody's qualifying rounds going? You guys crushing it? I got all my master accounts through yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stream any of the rounds. I was working in the morning and then really didn't even get a chance to play the rounds until later in the day. And I was unable to stream any of them, but I should definitely be able to stream an opener tomorrow. And I've played one expert round so far this morning. Shot a minus 15, so I was happy with that. Hey, what's up, Jay? Thanks for the good luck, man. Yeah, it's my pleasure for sure. It's been fun getting to create some guides, adding pro this week, or I'm sorry, adding expert this week. Feel like I'm starting to get a bit more hang of putting it all together in a timely manner. All right, so we're doing max top and 3 rights, which I may change, but we'll see. Max extension with the white ring touching the rough, kind of at the 2 o'clock position. Let it fall back down, and then we're doing a 10% adjustment. So P3 max plus 10, maybe kind of favoring 1159 a bit. And then we're not going to push up. We're going to max OP with about what I call about a half a ball curl. And we hit great ride. So honestly, this is probably going to go in the rough, actually. Last time I hit great ride, it went in the rough. Yeah, just into the rough. All right, so I think I'm going to go to two side spin. Um, because like as it was going further down, where you saw it trickle into the rough, it doesn't it doesn't quite catch a weird slope to the right. I mean, obviously I hit great right, and that's why I went in the rough. But it's not catching a weird roll that basically just doesn't stop. Which, as I mentioned, when I was playing three topspin or when I tried a shot with three topspin, that's where it went. So I think I'm gonna switch it up to two right spin. Ooh, get in the hole. Good shot. Um, and I think at that point, hopefully a great right will be safe. Hopefully a great left will be safe. I guess we'll find that out if we hit one of those. But I guess ideally we just start hitting perfect instead of greats. I really have no idea. Um, Probably too much. And we hit perfect in the hole. Ooh, perfect. All right. Well, we'll take that. Nice little save from the rough. But yeah, so like I said, I think I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm actually gonna update it. Update it right now so I don't forget. I'll have to change the picture at some point, but I'm gonna change the drive to two right spin instead of three right spin. Again, hopefully that will mitigate any issues with a great right, and then also hopefully a great left will be safe and put us right down there in the fairway for a max-ish range wedge for an easier eagle than having to hit perfect from the rough. All right. Hey, what's up, Brett? What's up, Scott? Thanks for the good luck, guys. All right, hole two, we're going to be playing sniper um, with a kingmaker. I think every hole in pro is I'm using a kingmaker. I know when I first put out this guy, and I see still have some pictures that are maybe a bit confusing. But when I first released this guide on Monday, I had somebody ask me, "Hey, are you using this ball or are you using a kingmaker?" Because it says kingmaker, but some of the pictures where I've got like the spin setups have a different ball. Because you guys, I do ball swaps all the time. So I can see how that would be a bit confusing. So that's something that I'm gonna make sure I am more conscious about when creating the guides is that the pictures represent the ball for the most part. Sometimes I think it's applicable to have the picture represent a different ball. For instance, when I'm using uh, a power five ball, like on this hole for a min setup, I think the picture where I'm showing it at min with a Zerk listed, I think that's appropriate. But just something for me to keep be mindful of. Is it? I don't. I'm gonna say it wrong. Jatapon? I don't know. I'm probably saying that wrong. Appreciate the good luck though. What's up, the kid? What's up, Aaron? Thanks for the good luck, guys. All right. So we're gonna switch to Zerk because we want to do a min setup. And I know I think I had. I'm gonna switch it up. I don't know if the guide said to do the ball guide to the hole, but I'm just gonna do yellow ring touching the right rough, and I'm gonna switch back to my kingmaker, and I'm gonna try 2.5 right and about 3.5 back, and I'm playing this one P5 min plus 15. Kind of try to pull as 12 as I can. So I'm gonna go 4.9 rings. We'll see where this puts us. Really hit perfect, so that's good. What's up, James? What's up, Felix? Thanks for the good luck, guys. All right, so a little bit too much. Okay, so I finally dropped it for the first time in expert, which hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate that. Um, I plan on streaming my expert rounds this afternoon. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again then. But I finally dropped it in expert by using 4 back and 2.5 right. But I think here in pro, I need to go somewhere in between. So I know my guide says 2.2. Actually, I did 2.2 yesterday, and I still missed left, but I was also setting up, like I was doing the initial spin. What's up, George? What's up, Jim? Appreciate the good luck, guys. I was doing the initial spin, kind of setting the ball guide to the hole, and then respinning it. But I think the more you go left, it kind of gives it some weird bounces. And I think the closer you can hug the rough line, the more consistent maybe the bounce is. Ooh, getting the hole. Man, my opponents are dropping like crazy. Um, so I'm switching it up, and I'm about to change the whole slide, but I'm basically going to switch it up where I've got the yellow ring. I'm going to have the yellow ring touching the rough. Like that's going to be the initial setup, just touching the rough, P5 min, and then I'm going to do my set spin. So I think I'm going to go with, it's either going to be 2.2, which is what the guide says, or it's going to be 2.3. I'm going to have to play around with it again. We'll try it on the next account after this round with Mini Brando, but we'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out by the weekend for sure. Hey, what's up, The Source? Thanks for the good luck, man. All right. So yeah, 3.32. I mean, I'll just leave it the way it says it, but I will have to change the verbiage in the setup. I think I'll probably have to change. I'm gonna have to change the picture as well. So that's fine. All right, hole number 3. Doing Thor tee shot, and then a sniper rough bump approach. And the tee shot, the backspin is going to be dependent on the strength of the wind. Oh, hold on. The backspin, yeah, like I said, the backspin's going to be dependent on the strength of the wind because I've had King wind or whatever with Kingmaker in Pro, which is like 6.5 mile per hour. And with the two backspin that I've got in the guide was no issue, or that I had in the guide was no issue getting over. But then I had like Queen wind was like 4.5 ish, and it like I think it barely cleared the rough. I think I even hit a great left one time and clipped the rough, maybe. So I'm gonna be backspin dependent or wind dependent for the backspin. So we've got 6.5. So this will be 2 back, 1 left. And I'm sorry, it's actually no side spin. Now I'm starting to use all my knowledge between my different divisions. So blue ring touching the rough at like the 11 o'clock position, max extension. Time out if I keep screwing around. Doing a 10% adjustment, then max OP without pushing up, obviously. Great right. It's supposed to be a 30% adjustment. Hopefully this doesn't go long. Sit, 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 sit. All right, well that comes in just fine. But yeah, it's supposed to be 30%. I want to be a little bit further back actually because I want to have plus yardage um, at my landing spot for the rough bump. So that might put me a little bit ahead of the plus yardage. So I'm gonna have to guesstimate a little bit for the adjustment. But basically, it's gonna be 2 to 2.5% uh, difference per yard. And I'm just gonna say that each ring is a yard. So if I find the 0 yard mark, I'll just kind of figure out how many rings back I am, and then that'll determine what adjustment I'm gonna use. But I'm playing minus 20% elevation. And I've been doing a half a ring topspin, but I actually think I'm going to go a little bit less, like about a quarter. All right, so we got 0 here, so we're about 4 back from that. So I'm going to I'm going to say like I'm at minus 4. I'm going to go a little bit more. Maybe I will do half. So probably about maybe 64%. See what that does. So I'm going to go 4.9 rings. perfect in the hole. Oh, all right. So now it's not good. Now we got to save ourselves from the rough. Hmm. So I was hitting bunker yesterday with -10, like hitting it basically in the same spot, and then switched it to -20. However, we still caught bunker again. I think maybe the strength of the wind has a bit to do with it because you're adjusting. Like I had the higher wind there, so I'm adjusting a little bit further down. I think too, I can probably set up a little bit closer. I know in expert, I've got the bullseye basically right at the edge of the rough line. So I'm probably gonna start moving it. Go. I'm gonna start moving. I think I'm gonna move it up a little bit, um, to be right on the edge because obviously dropping down into the bunker, like I'm not going to. I'm probably not going unless I drastically screw up my unless I drastically screw up my adjustment. I'm not going to fly the rough. So it shouldn't be an issue to move closer. And honestly, I might go back and have to look at the videos, but a ring push forward or something, a half a ring, a full ring, something to that effect might be appropriate as well. Time dependent. Obviously, you don't want to time out either. But I think on mini Brando, well, first of all, we'll try to get our drive. We'll hit our drive correct and not screw that up and actually leave ourselves in the right spot for the plus yardage. But then we'll, I think, set up a little bit closer to the edge of the rough. And then if that doesn't work, well, it should still work at least to get to the rough. As far as how the line is, that'll be determined then. But obviously, we want to not hit the bunker. Like if we can clip the rough, like it's whether it goes in or not, it's going to go out onto the green, or at least the fringe or whatever. But hitting the rough or hitting the bunker obviously is not is not the way to go. Then we'll have to see where that puts us as far as landing in the rough. And then, as I've said, it might also be dependent on the wind strength because the higher the wind, the more you adjust kind of down into the bunker, and so you're lowering your elevation even more. So that's something else to potentially be mindful of. We'll see. All right. Let me make sure I'm set up for my next shot, so I'm not rushing to try to set it up right. All right, so we're doing sniper and a kingmaker. Okay. I don't think I've dropped this one yet. I think I've been close. P2 max plus 35. Set up at P0 max. All right, ready to go. Yeah, at least we saved it. At least we saved the eagle. Turning up my voice volume is too quiet for you. Hey, what's up, Tiago? All right, so we're doing 3.5 backspin with no side spin. Oh, actually, I need to keep that. We're setting up at P0 max. So P0 max, and this is obviously with a sniper 9, so it's going to be different if you have a different level sniper. Ball guide, pointing at the hole. And we're doing P2 max plus 35, and I'm wanting the favor 1201. We're gonna go 7.5 rings. Hit perfect in the hole. Oh, always on either side. I keep changing my adjustment. I just can't find the right spot. Speed-wise, that was good. So a little bit more of an adjustment, to bring it in line is going to still have plenty of speed to get there. So, I mean, probably needed another, I guess, half a ring. Feel like I'm just gonna go back to what I was at before. All right, I think we'll try P1 plus 45 on the next account and see if that doesn't get us closer. But I do want to. I'm going to stick with the pull angle, which I think I had the appropriate pull angle for that. I'm not really worried about going into that bunker or anything as long as you don't accidentally like underpower or something like that. But I definitely don't want to go long. Like I don't want to roll to that little shelf. You kind of saw the green sloping down towards the back bunker rough area. I don't want to go long and roll off that and leave myself with another, must save from the rough. So, hey, what's up, Ader Smith? What's up, Ruben? Thanks for the good luck, guys. What's up, Adam? Sorry I missed you. Um, yeah, I think I can turn it up a bit. Let me- How's that? Is that better? Did it go up? Oh, I'm not even. Again, same issue I had last time. Not even keeping track of the scores. I don't even know. I got a minus. I got a eagle on the first hole. Then I got a birdie. Then I saved eagle. Then I just got a birdie. Awesome. Opponent's probably wondering what I'm doing. All right. Hole number 5. What is hole number 5? Oh, okay, yeah. Hole number 5. I'm still not entirely set on the drive. I'm trying to get myself back into. I'm trying to get myself basically into. Hmm, might actually try something completely different, which should be all right to not bite me in the butt. Like if anything, I can at least get birdie. Yeah, I mean the pro guides are all floating around. Actually, they just got put on. What is it? PL3X. Hey, what's up, Michael? Thanks for the good luck, man. Um, so they are on there. Although I think that Facebook Messenger app or whatever you know it doesn't like update in real time. I think it's just slides that go into it. So obviously I'm constantly updating my guides. Um, so I'll just have to make sure I get that updated when I change it. But yeah, it's all over Facebook. It's on Elite Notebook, um, and 19th hole. But I will post it. I will post it on this video. I'll put it in the description. I can do it here in a second. Let me just see if it's my turn or not. Yep. All right, so I'm trying something different now. It's gonna be similar to what I'm doing in Expert. I have no idea where it's gonna put me, but we'll give it a whirl. We're basically okay. So I'm gonna go with. We'll just kind of see what happens. I'm gonna go with red ring touching the right rough. at P3 max. I did max top, one left. And I'm just going to do a 10% adjustment. So I'm going to go 2.4. And actually, I want to be closer. I'm going to do blue ring splitting the rough. I really want to make sure I get over that bunker. Blue ring split in the rough, P3 max. I'm going to go 10%. So I'm going to go 2.4. And hitting a big topper. So hopefully we can hit perfect. Otherwise, who knows where it's going to go. And we do. So let's see. So it should, second bounce should land before the rough. And then it should get over. Okay. All right. So it doesn't quite clear it, but it does roll out, which, you know, I'm okay with that. So we're at 377. Obviously, with the lack of ball guide, I prefer no spin shots if possible. Hey, what's up, Demetrius? Appreciate it, man. I prefer no spin shots if possible, but in pro, obviously, that's not possible with the limited ball guide. So I'm going to play two backspin. We're going to kind of try to guesstimate where it puts me. I'm not opposed to the kind of double bounce, rough bump drive rollout if it can be consistent at least. I'll just have to figure out my yardage based on all that. From the left side, I was playing +5 elevation, so I'm going to stick with that. And we're in plus yardage, so I mean that's good. I think I want to play two backspin, no side spin, kind of see how the bounce is. We're like right at max. So what it might end up meaning is might need to push forward or something off the tee to make sure I'm clearing the rough. Like I said, I'm playing this one 5 elevations. I'm gonna go 3.5 rings. And we hit great, so that's not going in. But what's up, E-Charm? Thanks for the good luck, man. Yeah, it probably would have been a little bit hot anyway, so maybe 10%. 10% maybe would have been more appropriate since we're dealing with straight tailwind approach, so it's going to push it more, obviously in the direction of the hole. But I definitely would like to probably just have the third bounce land in the fairway and then roll up close, kind of leaving me with a mid, maybe more of a mid-range, min to mid-range short iron. And ideally something I could land on the fringe or even on the green, you know, maybe using 3 backspin. And I won't have as high of a bounce either if I'm closer to the hole because there's not as much momentum or whatever. So I think, yeah, mini Brando, maybe we'll try like a one ring push forward or something like that. So I think I still had plenty of clearance from the second bounce to the rough. I think I still had plenty of clearance to not land in that rough. And that was with higher strength wind, I think. But it definitely gives me a better angle, I feel like, or a better setup for the approach. Trying to do a short iron approach, that is. We'll try that out on Mini Brando, see how it works out. And then, like I said, probably go 10% for the approach. Hopefully, don't hit greats. And try to get that dialed in. All right, hole number 6. All right. Hole number 6, we're doing Thor and Sniper with a Kingmaker. Yeah, I feel like this week, playing three divisions, pro, expert, and master. Even though it's like the same course, obviously the wind directions change, so that throws things off. But I feel like there's always one division that I just feel least comfortable with. And I think this week, at least at the moment, it's pro. Obviously, it's only Wednesday, so it's not like a concern. But I feel like there's always one division, at least, and especially like going into the weekend, where I just like, just gonna play. I don't really know what's gonna happen. But I feel like right now I'm least confident about my pro setups. I feel like they're close, but I feel like typically at day three, it's more of a confirmation than trying to change a bunch of stuff. But I feel like there's still a decent amount that I'm having to adjust, but no big deal. All right, so we're doing max top, two rights, max extension, kind of have the yellow ring splitting the rough, like at the 7 o'clock position, let it fall. Doing a 10% adjustment, so 3.1, and then we're going to push this back up to max. And so for Thor 4, this is max right curl, but basically, I'm just a little bit away from the outer ring if you're using a different club. And we hit great right, should be safe enough. Yeah, no worries. Put us in a good spot for the setup. Hey, what's up, AA? Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I definitely will be streaming some more Master stuff. I intend to stream my opening round tomorrow. I wanted to stream a qualifying round yesterday, but I had a bunch of stuff to do in the morning and really didn't even get a chance to play any Master accounts until later in the day, so I wasn't able to get on and stream those. But I do plan on streaming a round or maybe like two back nines or something like that tomorrow. So. All right, so this setup's a little bit confusing, I guess. Not confusing, but just a little, lot to it. So we're gonna set up with the white ring touching the left rough at the min line. I'm gonna push forward from that position, 5 rings. Flip back around. I'm gonna spin the ball to the hole, and then I'm playing this one P3 min plus 40 with a 1201 pool. So I'm gonna go 5.2 rings. We'll see where it goes. And we hit perfect at least. Get in the hole. Oh, so close, so close. All right, so speed's not terrible, but we definitely have some room to work with. So I think maybe like, ball guide towards the hole, but like a square short. Because then that, a little bit slower, that would have caught more of the slope, and I think that would have been in, honestly. So instead of ball guide to the hole, and you don't necessarily have to be white ring against the rough. Um, I think typically I hit great right on the tee shot, so I was more right in the fairway. Typically, I'm more centered or left side of the fairway. And so kind of being over there, I think you just don't want to get any closer than that. I mean, you can get closer and not really run the risk of clipping a rough or anything like that. But honestly, you could just set up at min with the ball guide probably in the direction of the hole, kind of straight in with the hole, and then do all that change in and then adjust. Kind of whatever, find a good spot that's going to give you a good rollout. I think coming at the hole from the left side, kind of like I was, I think is a good rollout. But just a little bit less in terms of the ball guide. So like a square short, but in line, I think will be more appropriate. for speed wise, and then I think that would have probably been in. All right, hole 7. All right, so we're doing a sniper rough bump. I've made this shot once, um, but that's about it. I've been close a couple times. I think I hit great. Maybe I hit great a couple times. I don't know. Let's see if we can't drop it this time. Hey, what's up, Dan? Thanks for the good luck, man. Oh yeah, okay. So I was almost for a second there. I was picturing. I'm even looking at my guide. Like I'm not even following it, and I don't even know why I have it open. So this one has a wind angle that you want to make sure that you are paying attention to. So if you have more, and it's in my guide. If you if you have more of a tailwind wind angle, so like when you're adjusting, you're basically adjusting to that little fairway pad in the middle. If you're adjusting more to the fairway pad, then you have more tailwind. What do I say? You're going to need to underpower slightly. And I don't have a picture of that because I didn't even do it. I got the wind angle, I played my shot, and I flew the rough. But I'm thinking I'm going to underpower it, like so I'm just overlapping the little triangle tips, I guess, that are sticking out of the inner ring of the power circle. If you have more of a crosswind, then you can just play it normal. But we're doing 3.8 backspin, and I'll talk through what wind angle I see when I set this up. Want the yellow ring kind of centered in, or the green ring, I guess the bullseye, centered in the rough, ball guy going towards the hole. So this is more of a crosswind, so I can play this one normal. So my adjustment's not going to change between any of them, and I do want to favor 1159 still. My adjustment's not going to change. It's just whether I have to underpower or not, which I'm not going to. And I guess we'll see what happens. But 8.5, something like that. Make sure you don't accidentally overpower. We hit perfect. We do catch the rough barely. So honestly, I think I just needed more 1159. I was kind of getting stuck on trying to spin the screen. I wasn't quite getting the 1159 that I wanted to, but I didn't want to run out of times either. Run out of time either. What's up, Cars? Thanks for the good luck, man. And I think that was really the issue with that shot right there. I think the adjustment was fine, just, or except for the pool angle. So more 1159, which I should have done, which I recognized, but I didn't want to time out. And then I wouldn't have landed so close to the edge of the rough. It would have been more in line with the hole. I think it would have been good to go. So, but that wind, like I said, that wind was more of the cross angle or crosswind angle than the tailwind angle. The tailwind angle, and hopefully we get it on mini Brando just so we can see it. The tailwind angle will need some underpower so that you don't fly the rough, which I did yesterday. All right, I feel good about hole 8. I dropped hole 8 twice yesterday, 2 for 2 with my setup. So hopefully that will prove to be the case again today, assuming I can hit perfect. And I think I wrote it also. I wrote it in my guide for hole 6. Make sure you guys have a long iron with less than 135-yard power. That way you have the firm min line to bump up against. Same thing for this hole. We're going to be playing it at min sniper. So make sure you've got a long iron with less than 135 yards. I've got my backbone in the bag. That way you can bump up against the min line instead of trying to like, just get past like a Goliath or whatever. Don't even think about updating my scorecard. Hole 5, what I have? Birdie, then an eagle, then I just got a birdie. Yeah, 10 under. All right. All right, so we're gonna go max top, one right, and I'm gonna switch to the Marlin because I'm setting up with the Marlin. That's gonna give me my one right. We're gonna be at the P0 max line with the white ring touching the right rough. Switch back to my Kingmaker, and then we're just gonna do 10%. So I'm gonna go 2.9 rings. And we hit perfect. So this should set us up for a nice min long iron approach with the sniper. Um, without having to mess around with too much spin. Like there'll be a little bit of spin to the left and back. It should give us a good rollout. Appreciate it, Michael. All right. We're looking for the min line. Yeah, right there. And we're doing a white ring against the right rough. And I'm just spinning this to the hole. That's pretty good. You can move it around just to make sure it's kind of centered. I think I'm just trying to pull 12. So I'm doing min. So I'm going to go 4.5, min plus 5. So I'm going to go 4.5 rings. And we hit perfect. So let's see. Can we be 3 for 3? Looks like a good camera angle. Oh, okay. Left edge. So I'll take it. Obviously, it's still in the hole. But I think, maybe like a hint of 1159, to kind of straighten it up a bit. But in there nonetheless. So still working, still working. So yeah, hole 8 I feel good about. One of the only ones that I feel good about in pro. Let's see, hole 9. Okay. Rough bump. Yeah, I'm still working on that one. We're gonna go big topper off the tee with a sniper rough bump. See if we can't get the right adjustment this time. Actually, let me see this. Yeah, I think this one was fine as far as being in range goes. As long as I can hit perfect, I think, off the tee. That should all be up to date. Yeah, the only thing, and I have listed in my. All right, so a couple things to take note of if you're looking at the guide at all at the moment. Obviously, the spin that I have written in the description section is different than the picture, so I'm going with 8 top spin, 2 left spin instead of what looks like 7.5 top spin and like as much left as I can get. Um, I'm switching it up because I want to be a little bit further and a little bit more right because I'm trying to be in Sniper 9 range, without having to like push forward into OP at all and then have to push up after I adjust and yada yada yada. Just a bunch of extra steps. I want to be in range from the get-go. What's up, Glenn? Thanks for the good luck, man. So that's why I changed the spin configuration, and I'm also doing a little bit less curl, but like I don't want to do a ton less. Basically, I call that like a quarter ball left curl. I'm going to do just slightly less than that, like a little gap between the left edge of the ball and the outer ring of the power circle, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out for me. But I'm going to go ahead and throw my 8 top spin on there, and then we'll switch to a quasar to get that 2 side spin. Switch back to my Kingmaker. Go yellow ring touching the left rough. And then we're doing 20% adjustment. We'll go 3 rings. Like I said, so this is kind of what I had. I had the left edge going all the way to the outer ring. I'm going to have just a little bit of a gap, nothing crazy. And we hit perfect, so that's good. We'll see how this one turns out. I know it's going to be real close to the right rough. Oh, that's not too close. That's pretty good, actually. Good little rollouts. See what distance we got. 384. We'll see if 384 works or not for a Sniper 9 approach. Possibility for a club change could be like a Horizon. Like I have a Horizon 5, which is 173 yards, so get that extra 3 yards. If you have a Sniper 10, then you should be fine no matter what. I mean, we'll find out if my Sniper 9 is not fine. But if you need some extra yardage, Horizon might be a possible choice. Obviously less accurate, but the way you would kind of set it up, similar to how I'm setting up the Sniper with the yellow ring touching the bunker. You can have the yellow ring touching the bunker of the Horizon, and it should still be grate proof based on the adjustment. So we'll see. I like the drive. I don't want to get too crazy with the drive and possibly, because you see how it slopes down. I don't want to maybe slope down into the rough. So I'm a little bit back, so I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna try 2.5 and just gonna kind of line it up. I'm gonna be about 2 squares short, kind of in line. So like 4.5 rings. I might even have to overpower this one actually. I'm gonna go about 7.5. I'll push forward as much as I can, but I don't think I can push forward 4.5 rings. Very close. I'm just gonna slightly OP this. And we get great red. Oh, so many greats this morning. All right, so take a look at my hammerhead as well. See what level hammerhead I've got. Because the longer clubs that I would have. Hey, what's up, Bad Bird? The longer clubs that I would have don't have even remotely good enough ball guides, I would say, even for a rough bump, to set it up the way that I want to. So I might switch. I'm going to probably try the Horizon. I'm going to keep the drive the same, but I'm going to try the Horizon on my Mini Brando account, and see where that leaves me. Yeah, we'll give that a go. But not a terrible score, which I haven't updated the last 2 holes now. But minus 14, we'll take it. It's definitely, safely through, so no issues there. Couple of unfortunate great balls, which I'd like to avoid, hopefully in the future. And a few little tweaks still needed to be made to certain holes. But definitely happy with the minus 14, for day 3. Still some room for improvement. But we'll get there. And safely through, as I said, which is the main goal. Get to the opening round. 10, 12. All right, so I'm gonna try to get through as much of the mini Brando round as I can. I do have to leave at 11 o'clock. I may not get. Oh, Falcon. I may not get all the way through it, but now that we've sort of talked through some of the changes that I want to make, should be able to go through them a little bit quicker just to see how well they work. What's up, T Nick? Let's switch over to the next count. I really didn't even continue updating my notes with changes I talked about, so hopefully I can remember the changes that I talked about. I know on the first hole we're going with 2 side spin for the drive. You know that. See if I can remember to update the holes as they go this time. Hey, what's up, Jerry? Thanks for the good luck, man. All right. Is that the only hole we used the big topper on? That where we needed we, I don't think I used big topper on any other hole where I'm gonna need sniper since I'm gonna use the horizon. And try that. All right. Let's see. Is Well, we're definitely not going to get through a round if we can't get an opponent. Usually not an issue in pro. There we go. All right. All right, so we're going to go max top and 2 right. White ring touching the rough at about the 2 o'clock position at max extension. Let it fall. Then we're going to do a 10% adjustment, kind of favoring 11:59-ish, maybe, mostly 12, I guess. We'll go 4.2 rings. No push up. Max OP. A half a ball right curl. And we hit perfect this time, so let's see if this puts us in the fairway. Oof. All right. So we're in the fairway. No worries. Great left is obviously not going to be good. Um, Maybe. Thor 3 is what? 222? 222 yards? Is that right? So 7 yards short. You may need to set up with a Zerk and then switch to a Kingmaker after your adjustment. And then obviously the overpower, you'll get the full, or basically the full overpower needle speed. So that makes it, more difficult to hit perfect to get the ball where you want it. But if anything, maybe, if you have an extra mile, might work. So I think, sorry, one final change, maybe to hole one, should try to get myself a little bit more centered in the fairway with a perfect and hopefully be crate proof. Probably about 80. Let me go like 2.9. I'm sorry, not 2.9. Go about 3.6. Uh-oh, I'm gonna time out. Oh my gosh, I didn't time out. Again, wedge needle speed. Oh, that was yeah, there is a shot playing left side with a big topper and a Titan max overpower. You can get down to the fringe potentially, depending on how you hit it. Obviously, we are talking about a big topper and the bounces that it takes. Like as long as you are running it along the fairway, it should roll down the slope into the fringe. Not a shot that I toyed around with at all. And honestly, if you have berserker balls to spare, you could set up with Titan or whatever ball. I don't know the adjustments. I just know there's a shot going left. And you could switch to a berserker ball. Make sure you adjust the wind appropriately for the berserker wind, obviously. And that'll just give you a slower needle so that hopefully you can hit the big topper perfect. Because again, hitting it great is not always going to leave you in a spot that you want. All right, so yeah, 2.5 side spin, or just hit perfect. Just hit perfect on the tee shot, regardless of what spin you use, and hopefully it'll be in the fairway. So I'm changing it to 2.5, and we're gonna find out Friday when I play my opening rounds where that puts us if I can hit perfect. All right, so I know this hole. Still playing the same adjustment, P5 min plus 15, but we're going to set up with the yellow ring, the landmark, the whatever. We're setting up. We're just going to set up with the yellow ring touching the rough. What's up, Dominic? Appreciate the good luck, man. We're not looking at the ball guide anymore. I mean, potentially I'll go back through after I can finally drop this, if I do ever finally drop it, and maybe look at what the ball guide looks like when I apply the spin, and maybe that'll be like the reference. Like I'll do yellow ring touching the rough, and then you want the end of the ball guide, here or something like that. But for this shot today, we're just gonna do yellow ring touching the rough at P5 min, and then we're gonna do 3.5 backspin and like 2.3 right spin or something. What's up, Danny? Thanks for the good luck, man. And we'll see if we can't get closer this time. So I think I missed with 2.2, and I missed left, like just left maybe. But like I said, I was set up a little bit differently. But with 2.5, I missed right. So we'll try 2.3, see where that puts us. Hopefully in the hole, and then we can start confirming the consistency of the shot on Friday instead of trying to still get it in the hole. All right. So first we'll start with the Zerk. Yellow ring touching the rough at P5 min. Switch to my Kingmaker. We'll go 3.5 back with about, looks like about 2.3 maybe, right? Gotta pull 12 as much as I can. We're gonna go 4.9. I think we had 4. I think this is the same wind we had on SkyPro. 4.9 rings. Hopefully at least hit perfect so we can see what it does. And we do. In the hole. Oh, still just over there. All right, so a little bit less. Honestly, the spin that I have in the guide might be appropriate. And it's simply a matter of changing my initial reference point that's allowing it to work. So unfortunately, we're not going to know until, well, I'm not going to know until Friday, since this is my last attempt in the qualifying round. But yeah, I think 3.5 back, 2.2 right. Because I want to say that was about 2.3, maybe even 2.1 right. Will get us more in line. Could even be a pull angle thing. Honestly, I could pull maybe favoring 1201 because our speed was like just there. We obviously don't want to stop short. Well, either way, I'm sticking with the yellow touching the rough at P5 min. I'm sticking with the adjustment, obviously. Feel free, based on your specific perception of what spin you're applying, um, what pull angle you're pulling at, and tweak the shot that's going to help you drop it. Like just because I say favor 1201, favor 1159, just because I say this looks like 2.3 to me, maybe that's not 2.3 to you. You know, figure out what works for you so that you can drop it. But as a general guideline, I think the landing area is pretty consistent. Just a matter of getting the spin dialed in. So, all right, hole 3. Okay, 30% elevation. 30% elevation. We're gonna push up a little bit. We're not gonna push up on the drive. We're gonna set our approach shot closer to the fairway. We do not want to hit the bunker again, which that was actually the third time in a row I've hit that bunker and ended up in the rough. We want to make sure we're getting to the rough. We can't make the rough bump if we don't hit the rough. We don't bump out of the rough, basically. So, time we got 10:25. All right. Hey, what's up, Barry? Thanks for the good luck, man. Yeah, all the spinning definitely not going to help me get through this entire 9 before I got to leave. All right. We got I'm pretty close up there, so I'm gonna go like about 1.9 back. We're not quite at king wind. And 30% this time. We're gonna do 30% this time. We'll go 4.5 rings. And we hit perfect. So this should put us in a good spot for, yeah, plenty of clearance over the bunker. Yeah. So this should hopefully put us at plus yardage in the rough. And we won't have to guesstimate the adjustment. So. Hey, what's up? Fuck you. Fuck you. Appreciate it, man. Oh, I see. All right, so we're doing half. Well, yeah, okay. We're doing half a ring of top spin, no side spin. And yeah, I'm gonna set up, and we're like right there. So I might even need to go with a little bit less backspin, actually. So we're right at max. Oh, with a high wind. All right, we'll see what happens. Again, a higher wind. I'm adjusting further down. I might even very slight OP this. I just really want to make sure I'm getting it to the rough. Like when I say slight, I mean just like touching the bottom tips. Great. Hit the rough. All right, we hit the rough. We definitely hit the rough with a perfect. Speed's not terrible. I mean, obviously we hit great, so we're not. I'm not sure about my landing spot whether that would have been okay. But it definitely would have hit the rough. And if it was in line with that speed, it would have hit. It would have dropped. Like I don't doubt that. Just whether or not it would actually be in line is the question. But I think that's one thing. So yeah, setting up closer to the fairway is going to be a change because I want to make sure that I'm flying over the bunker. I don't want to clip the bunker and stay in the rough and have to save eagle from the rough. Hey, what's up, Yobi? Um, but when I've got a higher wind, I hate to throw something so, I guess, quote unquote inconsistent into the mix. But when I've got a higher wind, so if I've got like 6+ wind or maybe even like 5.8 or higher, I want to do a little bit of OP. Honestly, I probably should have just not done it at all. No OP at all. Oh no. Um, just to see, because maybe the extra, maybe being closer to the fairway, regardless of the strength of wind, wouldn't have mattered. It's such a pain. I really hate this shot now, to be honest. Having adjusting down into the bunker. I feel like I've added a lot of eyeballing to the mix now, depending on how far you adjust down into the bunker. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, this hole. So we're going with P1 max plus 45 this time. Sticking with the 1201 pool. See if we can't be in line this time. I did it. I guess it was last week. I got a new computer. That's why I wasn't streaming for a while because my iPad wasn't able to handle playing and streaming because I was just streaming through an app on my iPad through the Omelet Arcade app, but it wasn't able to handle it. So it'd go for like maybe 10 minutes if I was lucky, and then it would just kill the stream. I got a new laptop, and now I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and was able to make the stream look nice. All right, so we're going 8.3 rings. 1201 pool angle, and we hit perfect. Get in the hole. Still plenty of clearance over the. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. I'm really starting to not be a fan of a lot of these holes. I gotta like split the difference. What did I have before? On SkyPro I did P2 plus 35. That would have been 7.9. So I'm looking for 8.1 now, which would probably be back. All right. Oh, so frustrating. It's got to be. I'm sure there's a better way to play it, but a lot of times I feel like I get stubborn when I start working with a shot. I just get blinded by like, okay, I need to make it work. I need to make it work. I need to instead of trying to find something better. I think maybe I feel unable to do those sort of things when I have limited number of accounts. You know, I've only got two pro accounts, so I have a limited number of shots that I can work with. But, all right, we're gonna try P0 max plus 45, which I feel like I had that adjustment in the notes at some point. But I think that was also pre 1201 pool angle. So on Friday, we're gonna give that a go. See if that doesn't put us more in line. Because I mean that was like basically the same distance left that I missed right on SkyPro, I believe. Um, so we'll see. All right. Okay, so hole five. We're gonna still stick with going to the right with a big topper, but I think I'm gonna do a push up, a one ring push up after I adjust. And I want to probably get a little bit, I don't want to get too close. Okay, we'll see. Okay. So we just played hole four, right? And that was a birdie. Another birdie on hole four. Oops. Of course, I go first. All right, so big topper, max top, and then one left, which I guess is not quite max, but sliver less than max top. Blue ring splitting the right rough at P3 max. We're gonna go 10%, so 2.7 rings. And then, like I said, I'm gonna push up a ring. So get in line with the tee box. We'll see if this doesn't clear. Hopefully hit perfect. And we do. See if this clears the rough with the third bounce. Oh my goodness. All right, it does. I do not need to go a full ring. We're only going to go half a ring. Half a ring from now on. Because that was very close to clipping the rough on the second bounce. It's definitely not going to get over to the fairway if I clip the rough on the second bounce. I have to say thanks. Now I look like an idiot saying thanks like 10 seconds later. Um, so all right, half a ring push up, everything else the same, and it should be good to clear it, no problem. What's the EM8? EM8 is 236, I believe. So you'd set up at plus 11, which I think would be a P2 max at that point. So whatever the convert, I don't know what the adjustment is for the APOC, but let's see. Does this put us in plus yardage? No, of course not. So back there. So yeah, a little bit shorter might even put me in plus yardage at the cup. All right, I'm just gonna play this one mid. I'm gonna play mid plus 10 with two backspin. Set up kind of at that grid line just short of the hole. in line. So we'll go 2.5, 2.5 rings. And we hit perfect in the hole. Sweet. Sweet. I like that. And honestly, I don't even dislike being that far up, though like I said, I don't want to clip the rough on the second bounce. I probably will move back. I will move, or I'm sorry, I'll change the drive to a half a ring push up instead of a full ring, because that'll still give me plenty of clearance. And then it should still give me enough room to land on the green or the fringe, although I'm not sure what the consistency looks like on the fringe. Hey, what's up, Mr. T? Appreciate the good luck, man. Um, no, changing the ball power doesn't change plus yardage. It just gives you more plus yardage if you increase power, but like 0 yards will always be at the same spot for the same club. Oh, yeah, so it should hopefully give me plus yardage at the cup. If I can get plus yardage at the cup, then it just be, that'll allow me to really get more dialed in. Um, but if not, you can still go based off drive distance and how you hit it, which again, with a big topper, if you don't hit perfect, it's probably just not going to end up well anyway. I think a great left would have clipped the rough on the second bounce, and a great right probably would have clipped the rough on the third bounce. Maybe not. Maybe great right would have been safe. Great left, I don't think would be safe. I gotta make sure. I gotta remember all these changes so I can update the guides later. What we got? Hole 6, blast shot. All right, so we gotta remember we want the ball guide to be a little bit short on the approach shot. We're gonna do everything else the same, but ball guide a little bit short to give us better speed into the hole. 20 minutes. We can get through these last 4 holes in 20 minutes. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Thanks for the good luck, man. Oh, I always remember to update this as the game is starting to load, and then it probably become my turn. Yeah, it's always my turn. All right, so we got higher wind. It's not a big deal. Going max top and 2 rights. Yellow ring kind of splitting the rough there at the 7 o'clock position. Let it fall at max expansion. Do a 10% adjustment. So we'll go 4.2 rings. Get in line with the tee box. Push it up to max. Max OP, max Thor 4 curl. And we hit perfect. That's always nice. A little rollout. All right. I think I was at 410 on SkyPro. 417. Sweet. So it's just going to mean I'm a little bit closer. Play a little bit more backspin, but that will hopefully give me some better control. Let's see if we can't drop this one this time. And I got to remember I'm playing at Min Club. P3 Min plus 40. All right, so first we're gonna find our min line right there, and I will actually do the white ring. Doesn't really matter. I can get closer. I mean, I can even do probably do blue ring. We're gonna push up. We're looking to be about a square short. We'll see. We'll see how that works. We're gonna go 6 rings. And we hit perfect in the hole. Oh, less close. Less close than last time. Um, hmm, I don't know. I have to think about that one a little bit more. I think one thing, regardless of how it ended up, and honestly, it's not so much because of the angle that it's coming in, I believe. It's not so much that I'm like a square short in line with the hole. Like if the ball guide is going more straight at the hole, then yes, a square short. I want to be a square under the hole. I think is really what I need to look for. Because the tailwind plus the elevation, like you're getting a huge push forward. One, you're carrying forward more because of the tailwind, and two, the secondary wind effect is that much greater. So honestly, I think it's like I want to be a square under the hole. So maybe kind of setting the ball guide up so that I'm see like if you look at the picture right there, you had the light green grid kind of in front of the hole. Like if I'm setting up at the front of that grid, kind of in line with the hole. And so with that being said, I might want to try to play it more from the right so I can be straighter at it instead of trying to catch the slope or something. Um, that way it can be more clear. Yeah, there is a funnel more to the left. Um, and maybe if I play it more right and just play more left spin, that might be a way to catch that. Um, all right, we'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out by the weekend, or we'll go crazy trying. All right, so let's see. I'm hoping to get the tailwind option on this shot, just so we can see, just so I can show you what I'm talking about. Which it's pictured in my guide, so I mean you can see what I'm talking about there as well. But that way we can at least see it in action, and hopefully not miss the rough like I did on SkyPro yesterday before I even knew about it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll give that a go probably then, Aaron, in the opening round. Try to come at it more from the left because I do know one. If you move more to the right, I think the fairway gets a little bit less consistent. Um, and starts throwing the ball. I'm not sure which direction, but it starts throwing it off a lot more. So it's definitely more beneficial to play left side. But then, yeah, I think maybe coming at it 3.8, coming at it with more left spin, so you're kind of coming at it from the left more. It's probably a good way to go. All right, so bullseye in the middle of the rough. And this is more tail, I would say. So we're going to go 6.6, and I'm going to slightly underpower, and I'll show you what I'm referring to when I say slight underpower. So basically just the top of the ball, slightly overlapping those tips. And we hit perfect. Good, but not online. um, Landed in the great spots. Speed is good. Probably just needs more 1159, which I think was the same issue I had on SkyPro. What do I say? I mean, and I do say 1159. Like I should just write true 1159. That was, if anything, that was probably more of a favor, what I consider a favor, but more of a true 1159. I think will get us better on track. So, all right, no worries. But definitely with that more tailwind shot, as you saw how I underpowered it, you're going to want to do that. Otherwise, you're likely going to fly the rough and then go over into the bunker. So, hey, what's up, Jason? Thanks for the good luck, man. Was that 7 with a birdie? All right, 11 minutes. Yeah, we should be definitely fine to finish off this round before I gotta leave. Even if I leave like 5 minutes after, it won't be a big deal. So. See if we can't go 4 for 4 on this hole. Hopefully get us to. Well, I don't even know what I'm at actually. I'm at 11. Okay, I got. All right. No, so max top, one right, switch to a Marlin, white ring touching the right rough at P0 max. Go back to my Kingmaker, and then 10%, so 4.2 rings. And we get perfect. What was our drive distance on SkyPro? Like 314-ish, I think, 313. Hey, what's up, Glenn? Thanks for the good luck, man. 312. Okay, so that should be good. So the only thing I think to take note of from the SkyPro round was I dropped this one left edge, and it's inside left edge. It's not like it snuck in the edge and curled around the back or anything. I mean, it was in there. The whole ball was in the cup. It was just left of center. So get the spin set with the ball guide to the hole, and then maybe just kind of move around a little bit, or just make sure you're hinting at 1159. Definitely don't want to miss to the left. And again, to reiterate, make sure you guys have a long iron in the bag that's less than 135 yards. That way you've got the firm min line to push up against. We're going to do white ring touching the right rough at the min line. Then we'll spin to the hole. Okay. And we're going to go 5.5 rings. Min plus 5. And we hit perfect. Get in the hole. Ooh. Alright. I haven't had one come up short like that with the ball guide to the hole. The line was perfect. Alright. And the drive distance is pretty comparable. What's up, Michael? Thanks for the good luck. 312, 313, 314. I don't really think it's that big of an issue. I was further back, so honestly, I was using less backspin, or would have been slightly less backspin, so that shouldn't be an issue with the rollout. I could understand if I was closer and I used, a little bit more backspin, maybe it caused it to check up. I think it just, probably just where it specifically landed. So I guess have the ball guide sticking out the back of the hole just to make sure you have enough speed to get there. Another thing too, and I'll go back and look at my replays on my own, but I'll go back and look at my replays from the 3 drops that I had, and I'll see what general spin I had. What's up, Eric? Appreciate the good luck, man. I'll find out what general spin I had, and I might change things up slightly where I'll get, you know, like just for instance, say it was 2 back and 1 left. I don't think it was that much left at least. But maybe start with that, kind of set up towards the hole, and then readjust as necessary. That way I'm kind of more in line, I think, with the slope. Maybe white ring against the rough at the min line isn't the best. If my drive distance is slightly skewed, it might throw off kind of where I'm at as far as being up the slope. I don't know. Little things to think about. But honestly, the line was perfect. So if I just have the ball guide sticking out the back of the hole, it should get to the hole just fine. So I will change that. That'll probably be, at least at the moment, and we'll investigate further through the opening round if we have that issue. But the guide will be updated to reflect ball guide coming out the back of the hole, not just to the hole. We don't want to come up short. All right, so now we are going with horizon on the approach. We'll see where this puts us. We're going to do the same tee shot. Hopefully hit perfect so we can end up in the same general spot. And then we'll see if horizon gives us a good enough reach without having to push into OP or anything like that. So, damn, I really would have liked that drop though for a potential minus 15. Not that I couldn't screw this hole up. All right, so A top with the Quasar for the two left. Back to the Kingmaker. Yellow ring touching the left rough at P3 max. P3 max plus 20. So 3.1. Then a little bit less than what I consider a quarter ball of curl. And we hit perfect. We went 384 on SkyPro. Looking to probably be about the same. 385. All right, 385. 3 extra yards on the wood club. Hopefully that'll be enough to not have to push into OP at all or anything like that. What's up, Brett? So, all right. With sniper, I'm playing P2 max plus 25. Though I don't even really know if that adjustment is correct or not. I haven't dropped it yet. I'm still trying to sort out the details of the tee shot. Now that we maybe have that in order. Oh no! All right, let's see if we can't make this the first alba of the week and save our opponent. All right, so that should be good. So we're right there at max. I'm gonna go yellow ring, touching the bunker, and I want this. Okay, yeah. Looking at the ball guide, be about 2 squares short. So I'm gonna go 2.4 rings. See if I can eyeball 2.4 rings on the horizon with enough accuracy. Oh no! Please don't be a double great. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Man, it feels like it's skipping across too. It's an iPad 6th generation, not a Pro or anything like that, just the old school or whatever. Yeah, it's an iPad. Well, it's really hard to figure out a shot when you can't. No, it's just normal. I mean, I guess it's I don't even know what the sizes are. But it's not a mini though. No. Hard to get a shot figured out when you can't hit it perfect. Hopefully we can start hitting perfect in the opening round. No, I just hold it. I do have a stand. Like I don't even think it's I have a stand that I've used. It's not like an iPad stand. It's a stand that came from my mom's house. It kind of looks like it's a cookbook stand or something you would have in the kitchen, like open up a cookbook or whatever. But I did use that for a while. I had it sitting on the stand. It's nice because my hand gets a little crampy because I hold it up in front of me like this, so it gets a little crampy when you do it for so long. So having it on the stand was nice, but I don't know. I just went back to just holding it, and I try to make sure that I put it down when I'm not actually taking a shot. That way, I can limit the wear on my wrist. Carpal tunnel from playing golf class. All right, so a couple minus 14s. Not disappointed in that. Those are both safely through. Got some good looks at some holes. A few lessons learned, and then obviously some unfortunate great shots that don't give me really any guidance on how to go forward. But still, not a terrible score for a Wednesday qualifier, minus 14. I think probably be looking to hit. I'd say my goal for the opening round is going to be a minus 30. I think it'll be a minus 30 for the opening round, like at a minimum. Obviously, better would be nice. But I think where we stand, excuse me, where we stand as far as certain shots go, I think we should be able to see some more drops then. Obviously, it would have been a minus 15 if I would have dropped, hole 8. So, what's up, Ingrid? Yeah, a little bit late. I just finished up my last round, but I definitely appreciate you stopping by nonetheless. So, but yeah, so that's cool. I do plan on streaming Expert later, like I said. I'm not entirely certain on the time yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get 2 rounds in or not. We'll get as much as we can in. It'll probably only be one, unfortunately. But I'm gonna be looking probably to start that stream at like 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Eastern. Um, and so we'll see how Expert's looking. But as always, I appreciate you guys coming by and supporting the stream. Hopefully, you guys gathered some good information for your rounds if you're playing pro. I hope you guys crush it if you're playing today. Otherwise, good luck in your opening rounds, and hopefully, I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.